Gospel of Mark, chapter 14. Welcome back to Bible Breakdowns Daily. We are now entering the final hours before the crucifixion. Mark chapter 14 is filled with tension, betrayal, devotion, weakness and surrender. Let's step into the story. It is 2 days before the Passover and the festival of unleavened bread. The chief priests and the teachers of the law are looking for a way to arrest Jesus secretly and kill him. But they say, not during the festival, or the people may riot. While Jesus is in Bethany, reclining at the table in the home of Simon the leper, a woman comes with an alabaster jar of very expensive perfume made of pure nard. She breaks the jar and pours the perfume on his head. Some of those present say indignantly to one another that the perfume could have been sold for more than a year's wages and the money given to the poor, and they rebuke her harshly. "Leave her alone," Jesus says. "Why are you bothering her? She has done a beautiful thing to me. The poor you will always have with you, and you can help them any time you want. But you will not always have me. She did what she could. She poured perfume on my body beforehand to prepare for my burial. Truly I tell you, wherever the gospel is preached throughout the world, what she has done will also be told in memory of her." Then Judas Iscariot, one of the 12, goes to the chief priests to betray Jesus to them. They are delighted to hear this and promise to give him money. So he watches for an opportunity to hand him over. On the first day of the festival of unleavened bread, when it is customary to sacrifice the Passover lamb, the disciples ask Jesus where he wants them to prepare the Passover meal. He sends 2 of his disciples ahead, telling them they will meet a man carrying a jar of water. They are to follow him to a house and say to the owner that the teacher asks where his guest room is, where he may eat the Passover with his disciples. The owner will show them a large room upstairs, furnished and ready. The disciples leave, find things just as Jesus told them, and prepare the Passover. When evening comes, Jesus arrives with the 12. While they are reclining at the table and eating, he says, "Truly I tell you, one of you will betray me, one who is eating with me." They are saddened, and one by one they say to him, "Surely you don't mean me?" "It is one of the 12, he replies, "one who dips bread into the bowl with me. The Son of Man will go just as it is written about him. But woe to that man who betrays the Son of Man. It would be better for him if he had not been born." While they are eating, Jesus takes bread, gives thanks, breaks it, and gives it to his disciples, saying, "Take it, this is my body." Then he takes a cup, gives thanks and gives it to them, and they all drink from it. "This is my blood of the covenant, which is poured out for many," he says to them. "Truly I tell you, I will not drink again from the fruit of the vine until that day when I drink it new in the kingdom of God." They sing a hymn and go out to the Mount of Olives. "You will all fall away," Jesus tells them, "for it is written, 'I will strike the shepherd and the sheep will be scattered.' But after I have risen, I will go ahead of you into Galilee." Peter declares that even if all fall away, he will not. Jesus tells him that before the rooster crows twice, he will disown him 3 times. But Peter insists emphatically, "Even if I have to die with you, I will never disown you." And all the others say the same. They go to a place called Gethsemane. Jesus tells his disciples to sit while he prays. He takes Peter, James, and John along with him, and he begins to be deeply distressed and troubled. "My soul is overwhelmed with sorrow to the point of death," he says. "Stay here and keep watch." Going a little farther, he falls to the ground and prays that if possible the hour might pass from him. "Abba, Father," he says, "everything is possible for you. Take this cup from me, yet not what I will, but what you will." He returns to his disciples and finds them sleeping. "Simon," he says to Peter, "are you asleep? Couldn't you keep watch for 1 hour? Watch and pray so that you will not fall into temptation. The spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak." He goes away and prays the same thing. When he returns again, he finds them sleeping because their eyes are heavy. They do not know what to say to him. Returning the 3rd time, he says, "Are you still sleeping and resting? Enough. The hour has come. Look, the Son of Man is delivered into the hands of sinners. Rise, let us go. Here comes my betrayer." Just as he is speaking, Judas arrives with a crowd armed with swords and clubs, sent from the chief priests, the teachers of the law, and the elders. Judas has arranged a signal. The one he kisses is the man. Arrest him and lead him away under guard. Going at once to Jesus, Judas says, "Rabbi," and kisses him. The men seize Jesus and arrest him. Then one of those standing near draws his sword and strikes the servant of the high priest, cutting off his ear. "Am I leading a rebellion," Jesus says, "that you have come out with swords and clubs to capture me? Every day I was with you, teaching in the temple courts, and you did not arrest me. But the scriptures must be fulfilled." Then everyone deserts him and flees. A young man wearing nothing but a linen garment is following Jesus. When they seize him, he flees naked, leaving his garment behind. They take Jesus to the high priest, and all the chief priests, elders, and teachers of the law come together. Peter follows him at a distance, right into the courtyard of the high priest. There he sits with the guards, warming himself at the fire. The chief priests and the whole Sanhedrin are looking for evidence against Jesus so that they could put him to death, but they do not find any. Many testify falsely against him, but their statements do not agree. Some stand up and give false testimony, saying they heard him say he would destroy this temple made with human hands and in 3 days build another not made with hands. Yet even then their testimony does not agree. Then the high priest stands up before them and asks Jesus, "Are you not going to answer? What is this testimony that these men are bringing against you?" But Jesus remains silent and gives no answer. Again the high priest asks him, "Are you the Messiah, the Son of the Blessed One?" "I am," says Jesus, "and you will see the Son of Man sitting at the right hand of the Mighty One and coming on the clouds of heaven." The high priest tears his clothes. "Why do we need any more witnesses?" he asks. "You have heard the blasphemy. What do you think?" They all condemn him as worthy of death. Then some begin to spit at him. They blindfold him, strike him with their fists, and say, "Prophesy." And the guards take him and beat him. "You also were with that Nazarene, Jesus. I don't know or understand what you're talking about. This fellow is one of them." "Surely you are one of them, for you are a Galilean. I don't know this man you're talking about." "Before the rooster crows twice, you will disown me 3 times. And he breaks down and weeps. Mark chapter 14 reveals the contrast between human weakness and divine obedience. The woman in Bethany gives what she can. Others calculate cost. She responds in love. Her act prepares Jesus for burial before anyone else fully understands what is coming. Devotion often sees what logic cannot. Judas walks closely with Jesus, yet his heart turns. Betrayal does not begin in a single moment, it grows in secrecy. Mark does not emphasize the amount of money. He emphasizes the decision. In Gethsemane, we see the full weight of what Jesus is about to endure. He does not face the cross with indifference. He is deeply distressed. He prays honestly. Yet in the end, he submits. Not what I will, but what you will. Obedience does not mean the absence of anguish. It means surrender through it. The disciples promise loyalty, but they fall asleep. Peter promises courage, but he denies. The flesh is weak. Mark shows us this plainly. Yet even in their failure, Jesus' mission continues. God's purposes are not stopped by human frailty. Before the Sanhedrin, Jesus finally speaks clearly. I am. He identifies himself openly as the Messiah and references the Son of Man coming in power. The one being judged will one day judge. The rejected stone stands firm. This chapter asks us to examine our own hearts. Are we devoted like the woman? Are we watchful in prayer? Are we quick to promise but slow to endure? When fear rises, do we stand firm or step back? If you're enjoying these Bible breakdowns and want to support what we're building, you can check out our merch at BibleBreakdownsDaily.com. It's just a small way to carry the message with you. I'll see you in the next chapter.